The classic series doesn't really have Christmas specials like we've grown to love over the modern iteration of the show. We had The Feast of Stephen.
Happy Christmas to all of you at home.
Lovely. We had stories that aired around Christmas time like The Dalek Invasion of Earth, The Invasion, The Enemy of the World. We had omnibus repeats such as The Sea Devils, Planet of Spiders. And how can we forget one of the most infamous classic stories specials that aired around New Year's time, K9 and Company. That theme tune, a certified bop.
Are you going to give us a song, K9?
Affirmative.
But in today's video, I'm talking about classic stories that aren't Christmas specials but feel like Christmas episodes. I have picked 7 stories from the classic series, one for each Doctor, and tried to link it with the theme of Christmas. And let me tell you, it's a little bit difficult other than going, hey, that story has snow, which quite a few of these stories probably has that link of it has snow, so therefore Christmas! So without further ado, let's dive in to the list of the First Doctor. Yes, very interesting. Yes, the First Doctor. So for the First Doctor, you could go for the Celestial Toymaker, toys and games, and now I come to mention it, that's probably a better pick than the one I've gone for, but I'm going to stick to my guns and go for the 10th planet. Instead of being in the North Pole with Father Christmas, we're in the South Pole with some uninvited guest, the Cybermen, which I guess is a bit like Christmas because sometimes you get stuck with people you don't really know, but they just sort of crash the party. That's the Cybermen. And yeah, there's plenty of snow in this story, so therefore that automatically gives it a Christmas feel because, hey, snow, that equals Christmas. And I first watched it in sort of 2013 sort of Christmas time when the DVD came out when I got it for Christmas. And it's got some wonderful wintry dialogue, mainly from the First Doctor, and a big thing you need to do in winter, and that is keep warm. What lovely dialogue. So for the First Doctor, I've gone for the 10th planet, his last story. So yeah, mainly regeneration stories happen at Christmas, so trauma. Oh my word, the Second Doctor. So there's a few picks you could go with this. You could go Ice Warriors because snow, Tomb of the Cybermen. It's got snow and ice and you're stuck with a load of people you don't really like, which I guess you could say is a little bit Christmas because there's always that one family member you're a little bit, I'm not sure. But instead, I've gone for a completely different story because I didn't want 2 Cybermen stories on the list. I've gone for The Mind Robber, a story brimming with ideas and creativity, and it's set in the land of fiction. And, you know, what do we do around Christmas time? We absorb ourselves in fiction and all manner of stuff and good stories, and this is a very fun story for that. A nice, fun, surreal story. We've got toy soldiers in there, we've got Rapunzel, we've got a Minotaur, Medusa. It's an absolute adventure, and I think that's what you want on Christmas, to be taken on adventure and, you know, relive some stories you might have experienced as a child. So yeah, The Mind Robber, fun, creative, and very surreal at the same time. Reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. Yes, the Third Doctor. So there are, again, a few picks you could go for this. Carnival Monsters, something very fun and light, but I've gone for the Claws of Axos, as, you know, freak weather equals snow, therefore Christmas, but don't worry, there's more to it than just snow. We have Unlikely Alliance, as, you know, sometimes when you're playing the Christmas games, Christmas quizzes, you might not be on the Dream Team, and we have the Master working with units, so that kind of links there. But Christmas is a time of gift giving, and these big spaghetti boys known as Axons gift us Axonite, where it can end world famine, and that's a big thing you do at Christmas, is a lot of eating good food. So, you know, Axonite can make the food bigger and you can have a bigger feast. But nothing says Christmas like an alien race trying to be space vampires and drain the life force out of your planet. Merry Christmas from Doctor Who. Fourth Doctor, Tom Baker. Yes, so there are a few picks for Tom Baker, mainly involving snow, like the Seed of Doom, the Ribos Operation, but we're not going to go for those obvious picks. We're going to go obscure and go for a season 17 story. Now, there is a tradition in Britain of the pantomime, and this story has very much a pantomime villain, and it feels very pantomime-esque. And I'm going to pick The Horns of Nimon. I love The Horns of Nimon. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure, and I think for Christmas you want something silly, and this is Tom Baker at his peak silliness. This is the last time he is being absolutely ridiculous and being crazy silly, you know, giving K9 the kiss of life. And you know, the next season we have a very somber Tom Baker in season 18. So this is sort of the last gasp of Tom being Tom, really. We have the perfect pantomime villain, Solidide. How many Naimon have you seen today? Doesn't really work as a recording. 3. So we have Solidide, who very much feels like Abanazar from Aladdin, and yeah, it just feels like a perfect sort of pantomime watch. Something silly, something light, and yeah, it's very meme worthy, and the story has a few memes. So yeah, Quantum Naimon for the 4th Doctor. Yes, sorry, must dash. The 5th Doctor. Christmas is a time of celebration and coming together. Now the 5th Doctor, I must say, was probably one of the tricky Doctors to pick a Christmas special, and I've gone for the 5 Doctors, Doctor Who's 20th anniversary celebration, and nothing says like a big celebration of all your old friends and enemies coming together in a place called the Death Zone. And yeah, I think there's this wonderful celebratory feel to the 5 Doctors, and Christmas, like I say, is a time of celebration. And what better way to celebrate Christmas with a Doctor Who celebration with your old fan favourites. And yeah, great story to have, you know, full of love and joy, and yeah, a perfect watch around Christmas. Change, my dear, and it seems not a moment too soon. The 6th Doctor, Colin Baker. So for the 6th Doctor, I have picked Revelation of the Daleks. Yes, the TARDIS lands on the planet Necros, which has snow, which we've learnt on this list means it's festive and Christmassy. We have the 6th Doctor and Perry wandering around the snow with Necros being attacked by a mutant. It's all very Christmas card-esque, but there is another element of Christmasness to this story, and that's Davros, as Davros has become a businessman. He, you know, Alan Sugar should hire him. So yeah, Davros has his own business, turning the dead into Davros burgers. A veritable festive feast for us all. But yeah, I think I'll pass on that course and have that nut roast. Yeah. Revelation of the Daleks. Merry Christmas from Davros Burgers. Unlimited rice pudding. No rice pudding here, but Christmas pudding. So for the 7th Doctor, again, interesting. Do you go for Ghostlight for something creepy and a little bit unsettling, like a, you know, a ghost story, because Christmas is a fun time for ghost stories? But instead, I've gone for something bright and glitzy. No, it's not from season 24. I've gone for The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. As you know, you have Christmas parties, it's time to put on a show, and it's all glitz and glam. And you know, the clown outfits are very sort of glitzy and glamorous and a little bit cheap and tacky, a bit like Christmas decorations. And you know, we get sort of royal variety shows on at Christmas, and you know, you'll get circus acts in that. And you know, we want to be entertained like the gods of Ragnarok, and hopefully score the Christmas special a lot better than a 3 out of 10, and you know, we are actually entertained and don't destroy you know, Doctor Who. So yeah, Greatest Show in the Galaxy, very much a sort of Christmas special in a way, because it aired on the 21st of December 1988. So yeah, it's the closest to like a McCoy Christmas special in a way. So yeah, there we go. There we have it. That has been 7 classic stories that aren't Christmas stories that feel like Christmas. Hope that you've enjoyed this fun little video. Let me know your sort of classic Who traditions. What stories do you turn to at Christmas when you want to get into the festive spirit? So yes, thank you very much for watching this video. Please do like and subscribe for plenty more Doctor Who related content coming up in the near future. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Merry Christmas to all of you at home.